Yes, my friend. We have we have to start with the conductor. It is 24 inch or 20 inch. Then we have to do drilling with the surface casing, surface stage, which is what is the bit size? It is 70 and half. 70 and half. Then casing 13 and 3. This is surface casing. Then we go to intermediate stage, which is 12 and a quarter inch bit. Then casing 9 and 5/8 inch. Then the production casing, we drill it with the size which is 8.5 inch bit. Then casing 7 inch. We may run also deeper with 6 inch bit, right? Then we can run with liner 5 inch. So this is the whole story that we can. Sometimes we do 2 stays, sometimes 3 stays, sometimes with liner, sometimes without liner. So it depends on the condition and on the program of the well. You see it, this is the casing hanger inside the casing head housing. This is the last one is the tubing hanger. This is the tubing hanger inside the tubing head spool. You see tubing head housing, this one. And above it we have tubing head spool, and above tubing head spool what do we have? Christmas tree. Yeah. كم دقيقة صار لنا؟
دقيقة و40 ساعة.
30 دقيقة. Now we come to subsurface safety valve. I think I explained about it, and although Mr. Muhammad will read this page, and if we have anything we don't understand it, we can stop and discuss about it. Yes, Mr. Muhammad, go ahead, please.
Yes, subsurface safety valve. A subsurface safety valve is essentially a shutdown valve installed at the upper wellbore for emergency shutdown in the event of damage to the surface facility.
So if we have damage, we have fire, we have earthquake, we have maybe explosion, anything, then it will shut down automatically. We secure the well and shut down. Yes, continue please.
This is to avoid releasing reservoir fluid to the environment at the surface.
So to avoid releasing reservoir fluids, which are fluids, oil, gas and water, right? And
Yes.
not to escape to the environment and to the surface and make a blowout. We have to avoid this blowout. So this is safety device. We call it subsurface safety valve. Yes, continue please.
This makes SSSV a very important component of a well completion, and such a safety valve needs to be fail-safe in order to isolate wellbore in any kind of system failure or damage to surface production, control and safety facilities.
So it is safety device. Yes, continue please.
The subsurface safety valve is also part of the system and will close automatically when hydraulic supply pressure is bled from the safety valve.
So if we want to open the subsurface safety valve, we apply almost 4,000 psi, 4,000, 4,500, 3,000. It depends on many factors. We will mention them after this slide. So if we release this pressure from 4,000 to 0, what will happen to the subsurface safety valve, Mr. Muhammad?
If we apply pressure,
No, if we release the pressure,
it will close.
it will close. When we apply pressure, it will open. Yes, continue.
Open.
The valve,
The valve must be positioned below the surface at the distance that will isolate it from catastrophic damage to the surface facilities. This is often called the cratering depth.
cratering depth, I told you plus minus 500 feet. Plus minus.
Yeah.
We cannot set it deep too much and cannot set it shallow too much. So plus minus. It depends on the company policy. Yes, Mr. Srinath, please continue. Tubing retrievable, remotely subsurface safety valve. Yes.
Subsurface safety valves are installed in the production string for the purpose of
So if we have emergency, what type of emergency? Fire, earthquake, explosion, damage intentionally, maybe by nature, maybe everything, we can shut it. You see in Iraq, in Kuwait in 1991, there were hundreds of wells were burning. Why? Because there were no subsurface safety valves downhole or not activated. So after that time, there was emphasized that every well has to be secured with subsurface safety valve, and it has to shut down in case of any emergency or any something abnormal. Very nice. Continue, please.
All safety valves fall into one of the two categories: remote control or direct control.
So remote control, we can set it at 3,000 meters, 4,000 meters. We call it what? Subsurface control, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Continue, please.
The diagram at right depicts a remotely controlled valve. These valves are normally closed, being held in the closed position by internal spring.
We have a spring. We'll see it now. Yes.
They can be installed as an integral part of the tubing string, but can be serviced to a limited extent by well line. Safety valves can also be installed in tubing nipples and serviced entirely by stiff line. The most common style is remotely controlled and hydraulically operated.
So we are talking about tubing retrievable subsurface safety valve. I told you that we run it with the completion string, right? At depth, maybe 400 feet, 500 feet, plus minus, no problem. And with it, we run the control line behind the tubing, outside of the tubing. And we do clamps. You know the clamps? Either plastic or metal clamps. Why? To avoid moving here and there in the annulus. In this case, we have communication through the tubing hanger, right? From surface till the subsurface safety valve. When we apply pressure, it opens. When we drop pressure or reduce pressure, it closes. Yes, the valves.
Valves which may be called upon to open under extreme differential pressure have an equalizing feature when hydraulic opening pressure is applied.
Equalizing, we call it bobbet. You see bobbet equalizing port. So when we have differential pressure, either we have two ways. Either to apply pressure till the poppet opens, then give it 5 minutes or 3 minutes to equalize. Then we can continue opening. This is number one. Number two, if it is not self-equalized or there is no poppet, what shall we do? We apply pressure from the tubing and equalize the pressure above and below the subsurface safety valve. Excellent. After equalizing,
the valve is fully opened.
Fully open. Continue. It should be either fully open or fully closed, not 50-50. Very nice. Any question till here, Mr. Muhammad, Mr. Srinath? Clear? Very nice. Yes, Mr. Muhammad. Subsurface safety valves, API practices for equalizing and opening. Yes.
After the SCSSV test successfully, use the following recommended reopening procedures.
Yes.
A. SCSSVs with equalizing features.
Bobbet. We call it equalizing bobbet or features. Yes.
Yeah. With external pressure source, pressurize the tubing above the valve until the pump through feature of the SCSSV functions to indicate the pressure are equalized when equalized.
If you remember what I told you just now, we move a pumping unit and apply pressure in the tubing. Why? To equalize the pressure above and below the subsurface safety valve, right?
Yes.
Yes. Continue, please.
Slowly increase control line pressure to the value recorded in step 1 or to the pressure established for normal operation.
Then here, if you look at this one, my friend, with external pressure source. What does it mean? Pumping unit, pump truck. Here, if you don't have pump truck without external pressure source, what shall you do? Tell me. Yes, with the well shut in. Yes, Mr. Muhammad. With the well shut in.
External pressure source.
Yes.
With the well shut in, increase control pressure slowly until the tubing pressure begins to increase.
Yes.
Close the manifold control valve and record the opening pressure. When the tubing pressure stabilizes, pressurize the control system to open the SCV. Increase the hydraulic control line pressure to the value recorded in step 1, or to at least 3.4 MPa, 500 psi, greater than the opening pressure.
So let us read it together, please.
Reservoir pressure.
Yes, wellhead pressure, not reservoir pressure. Yeah. So without external pressure source, without pumping unit, with the well shutting, the well is shutting, closed in. Increase the control line pressure slowly, until the tubing pressure begins to what? To increase. This means that the flapper starts to slowly starts to increase. Then close the manifold control valve. Don't continue pumping. Stop. Close it and record the opening pressure. Then when the tubing pressure stabilizes, it takes about 5 minutes to stabilize. Pressurize the control system to open the subsurface safety valve till fully open. Now we have equalized, continue till fully open. Increase the hydraulic control line pressure to the value recorded in step 1. Step 1 may be 4000 psi, the opening of the subsurface safety valve. Or to at least 500 psi above the more than the opening pressure. Opening pressure normal 1750 psi. Write it down, please.
Yes.
This is for 3.5 inch tubing. Write it down, please, with you. So 1750 opening pressure of subsurface safety valve. So we have to add 500 more than it. So 2250 psi. We have to apply this pressure. This is for what? With equalizing features. We have equalizing. Suppose that we don't have 1750. This is opening pressure normally for subsurface safety valve. We have an equation, my friend. I will give you the equation. Write it down. Opening pressure for subsurface safety valve equals the pressure between brackets pressure that should be applied on hand pump equals opening pressure for subsurface safety valve, which is 1750. This is at surface, not down, at surface. Plus 500 between brackets as a safety factor, plus shut-in tubing head pressure. This is the general formula. So normally we were putting 4500 to 5000 psi. Am I right? You use that, Mr. Srinath?
You use around 2500.
2500. It depends on the wellhead pressure.
Yes.
Yeah. So your wellhead pressure is 200, 300 like this?
Sometimes.
200. So the equation is applied. I tell you, our wells in Abu Dhabi were having about 2000 psi. So we apply 5000. Sorry?
Sometimes there is also wells here.
Yeah, so you have to increase the pressure to open the subsurface safety valve. Excellent. So the same principle. Continue, my friend. So now subsurface safety valve without equalizing feature. What shall we do? Yes.
An external pressure source should be used to equalize the pressure across the SSV before opening. When equalized, slowly increase control line pressure to the value recorded in step 1 or to the pressure established for normal operation.
Clear? So we increase the pressure slowly till we have any increase inward head pressure, then wait for 5 minutes, then continue. Very nice. What is it? Is this? This is tubing retrievable. I will show you a video. We'll stop this one. I will show you a video that explains the subsurface safety valve. This is the subsurface safety valve. I will show you. Screen, this one. Look at it, please, my friend. You see the screen, the video? Yeah. Okay. We will go through it. You see, this is spring, this is hand pump, this is the flapper, and this is a flow tube. I will explain that to you step by step. You see, it will stop now. Stop, cannot move. Here, close. You see the flapper? I will repeat it again to you, and while I am explaining. Now, we will increase the pressure using the hand pump. You see the hand pump, this one? And we apply pressure. Where this pressure will go, it will go to the piston. Here we have piston. The piston will press on the spring. You see the spring? This one? After the spring, what will press on what? On the, look at it, on the flow tube. This is the flow tube. Flow tube will press the flapper. I will repeat it for you. So we have here hand pump. The hand pump will press on the, this is the hand pump, will press on the piston hydraulically. The piston will press on the spring. If you want to write it down, please. So hand pump to the piston, then piston to the spring, this is the spring. Then to the flow tube, this is the flow tube. You see it? Flow tube. After flow tube, this is the flapper. You see the flapper? It will be completely, fully open or fully closed. Let us continue till the end, till we stop. We cannot move it.
So it's this is lock open now?
No, not lock open. Lock open, that means you will keep it open forever. No, not lock open, my friend. It is opening, normal open, and it can be closed. While lock open, if you lock open it, it will be open forever. You cannot, till you retrieve the subsurface safety valve, you can remove the lock open. Lock open
It means like once you touch the valve, that is open, eh?
Yes, now it's open.
And the rest is just fully open now.
Fully open,
It
exactly.
didn't mean that it's forever open.
No, now
It's just mentioning the time it's open.
look at it, my friend. Now it is open. We want to close it. Look at the hand pump. Look here. You see it? Bleed off, exactly. Now, clear for you, my friends.
Yeah.
Very nice. Now, I will show you another video. It will be easier for you. This video. This video I will show you. I will show you this video. Very nice. You see it now? Now it will clear. It will be more clear for you. Look at it. You see hydraulic control line. You see here we apply pressure to the piston. You see? Then this piston to the spring. A spring to the flow tube. This is the flow tube, the green one. Flow tube will go down to open the flapper. You see, hydraulic oil. Piston. Spring, this is flow tube and the flapper. Clear, my friend? It is repeating by itself. Just to explain, here is, you see, I will just come back a little bit. Here, look at it. This one, you see, we call this Bobet equalizing device. You see it, Bobet? When we open, it will open a little bit here. That's it. Then we can wait till we have equalizing, then we can continue. This is flapper, this is flow tube, the green one. This is closing. Here closing. You see? I think it is clear for you now. Very nice. I will stop it because it is repeating itself. The other one, I will go to tubing hanger. If you, I mentioned tubing hanger for you, right? Tubing hanger function.
بعد كده احنا خلاص المفروض ان انا نزلت كل
this is
اذا كان المنطقه اللي هي تحت البكر والمنطقه اللي فوق البكر اللي هي اللور كومبليشن والابر كومبليشن.
Tubing hanger will pass it. What else do we have? Gas lift completion types. Let us go to completion types. Here I will put this video for you. Please look at it and let us see this one. This is not good. Okay, we'll pass it. Anyway, let us come back to our presentation, which is here. Yes, we stopped here. Yes, can you continue, please? Tubing retrievable, Mr. Srinath, please.
I have one question.
Yes, my friend.
Previous slide.
Yes, the previous slide. This one.
Yeah, so here in the first one, you are saying with external pressure source.
This one.
Without external pressure source.
Yes.
So if we can do without external pressure source, why do we need this with external pressure source?
Sometimes you don't have pumping unit. You are in far away. How can?
It is without external pressure source.
Without external. But if you have it on the side, you can utilize it. It is better.
It is better.
Yeah, it is better if you can pump it. It takes 1 minute only or half minute. Increase pump quarter barrel like this. Then the safety valve will open. It is very easy.
Can you explain the second one more time?
Which one? This one or this one or this one?
Yes. No, the second one.
This one.
Yes.
Without external pressure source. Now.
So we don't have pumping unit.
We don't have pumping unit. With the well shutting, increase control line pressure slowly until the tubing pressure begins to increase. We have hand pump.
Through control line, the tubing pressure will increase?
Yes. We have
Control line pressure will increase, right?
We have hand pump, my friend. We connect the hand pump to the safety valve to the block on the tubing head spool. You know it?
Yeah.
Then we start to increase 100, 200, 300 till 1750. This is the opening pressure, right?
Okay.
In this case, we have Bobet. It will equalize above and below. We wait for 5 minutes. What do we observe here? The wellhead pressure. It was 0. Now it will be 500. What does this mean?
It's open.
It is opening, not open. Equalizing, yes, exactly. This is. Then close, we have to close what? Close the manifold and keep it equalized for 5 minutes. Then you see that the wellhead pressure has become 1000 or 1500. In this case, it is easy to continue opening fully or not.
Yeah.
This is the idea. Clear, my friend?
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, continue, please, Mr. Srinath. Tubing retrievable.
This model of safety valve is installed as an integral part of tubing string.
So we run it as part of the completion. Yes.
Yeah.
Can
Naturally, operating fluid is supplied via a stainless steel control line which is strapped to the tubing and terminates in the production wellhead.
Clear?
In the event of failure, the valve can be put out of service by wireline means and a wireline retrieval safety valve installed in the tubing nipple.
So this question comes in the exam. This question. We lock it open, keep it open forever, then set inside it what? Wireline retrievable subsurface safety valve. Yes.
This allows production to continue and postpones the inevitable workover to replace the tubing valve.
I don't have workover now. It is available after 3 months. So the well is producing 1,000 barrel oil per day. What shall I do? I have to keep it closed? No. This is, we call it deviation or waiver. You have to issue a waiver and the management should sign on it. Clear, my friend? Yes, Mr. Muhammad? Wireline retrievable subsurface safety valve. This is surface control.
Direct controlled.
Yes.
Direct controlled safety valve, which are normally open valves, rely on changes in flow through the valve to close the valve. The J-Storm choke incorporates a ball flow bean. The bean also serves as the ball seat. The spring serves the hold the valve in the open position.
So we have two types we have two types of closure mechanism, either flapper or ball and seat. So here he is talking about ball and seat. Yes. Should?
You mean like the valve cannot be opened by slick line?
No, by hydraulic pressure.
Cannot be retrieved?
Yes, you retrieve it.
Only.
Yes, you can set it and retrieve it. This is wireline retrievable. Look at it. Not tubing retrievable, wireline retrievable. Look at it, Mr. Muhammad. You see?
So both of it can be retrieved? Eh?
No, one can tubing retrievable. You can retrieve it with the completion workover.
Yes.
While wireline retrievable, you can set it and retrieve it using wireline.
Yes.
Yes, continue, please. Should a sudden drop?
Should a sudden drop in a pressure take place above the beam, the different pressure across the beam overcomes the spring tension, causing the flow tube to move upwards. This caused the ball to roll to the closed position.
It allows, if you have a pressure applied on it, it will allow the well to be open. If there is any drop in pressure, it will close. The ball will go to its seat and will close. Right? Clear? What is this? Circulation devices. We have two types of circulation devices. We have sliding side door and what the other one? Side pocket mandrel. So this is sliding side door, SSD. You see it? This one. This is the sleeve in red one. This is movable. We can shift it up or down. And we have, this is fixed. Where it has this piece, the green one, green and yellow is fixed. When we shift the movable one, this one, up or down, the valve, the SSD will open, right? Will open or will close. So if the holes here, we are shifted to be here, the SSD will open, right? Otherwise, it will close. So we use it for two functions. Either for circulation, we install it above the packer by one joint, or between two packers. Why? For selective production or injection. We'll go through them. So provide communication between tubing and annuals, because it is set above the packer. Incorporate nipple profile. Here we have nipple, F nipple here. You see it? Nipple. Here profile, we can set the plug and isolate it above and below. Here we have also inner sleeve. This is the inner sleeve. Here release shoulder. Advantages and disadvantages. We have here the other type is called side pocket mandrel. This is run where in the gas lift completion, right? I told you we may run 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 It is depending on the design of the gas lift system. This one, gas lift, we call it side pocket mandrel. We set the gas lift valve here, and we have holes here, we have packing here and packing here. So when we inject gas here, it will go to here, then up to the surface. Now here, in this and this, SSD and side pocket mandrel, we have about 4 to 5 questions come in the IWC F exam. I will tell you one by one, all of them. The first question, here, when we open the SSD, we have equalizing port here. It is not clear here. I will show you the equalizing port. Here we have to wait also for 1-2 minutes to equalize the pressure between annulus and tubing. Then we continue opening the SSD as normal. This is number one. So open the well and equalize it. Equalize before complete opening. Why? To avoid causing jump of the wire line to string. Number two, it should be fully open or fully closed. Not 50-50. Not allowed. Number three, we set it above the packer. This SSD, we set it above the packer. We set it above, between SSD and packer, we have one joint. Why? This question comes in the exam. Why? Because suppose that you have scale, you have sand, you have anything in the annulus, and we open the SSD. Where shall these scales and sands and like this, where shall it go? It will plug these holes. The hole maybe 2 millimeter, 3 millimeter. Don't imagine that it is like this. So it will interfere it. It will close it or plug it. So if you put one joint 10 meters. If you put it between the SSD and the packer, what shall happen? These scales, sand, anything will settle down, right, below the SSD, and we will have circulation. This question is very important. What else? For the side pocket mandrel, we may have what types of gas lift valves? We have many types. We have orifice valve, dummy valve, chemical injection valve, dome kill valve, and circulation valve. These valves. There is a question.